There are two questions tonight. The first is from Dr Geoff Burrell, as set out on the agenda. Dr Burrell, would you please come forward and ask your question?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. My question to the Leader of the Council is, in the light of the compelling information contained in my report, which is entitled Hythe Swimming Pool and Related Developments, that report which was not available to Cabinet on the 28th of May this year, and which casts major doubt on the financial viability of any form of development on Prince's Parade land, I ask that the Council now confirms its intention to present a revised recommendation to Cabinet prior to the May elections, and do so based upon the comparative financial viability of the Nickolls Quarry option.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr Burrell. Councillor Monk.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good evening, Dr Burrell. The development of the current project for Prince's Parade dates back to 2012, with the project consisting of three elements: the provision of an enhanced affordable recreation centre, an ARC, the relocation of Seabrook Primary School, and the provision of an area of high quality usable open space. It is my firm belief that this project, when completed, will be of major benefit to people across the whole district and not just those living within the immediate vicinity of the site. The decisions taken by Cabinet to proceed with this project on Prince's Parade site were based on two detailed reports on the location and specification of the ARC, prepared by Strategic Leisure. This work included a comparative analysis of the Prince's Parade site, Nickolls Quarry and the current swimming pool site at South Road across a range of factors. A feasibility analysis was also undertaken by Commercial Property Advisors GVA for the Prince's Parade option. At the meeting on the 28th of May 2014, Cabinet agreed a number of parameters and authorised officers to proceed with the project and to report back to the Cabinet at the next appropriate stage. Whilst I acknowledge the amount of effort that Dr Burrell has put into preparing his report, I stand by the decision of my Cabinet and look forward to receiving a further report from officers once the necessary detailed work has been completed, which will include a further assessment of a number of the financial aspects of the scheme. With regard to the timing of any such report, I believe that it should be based on the time needed to complete this work to the appropriate standard rather than being driven by any other time scale or motivation.
Thank you, Councillor Monk. Dr Burrell, would you like to ask a supplementary question?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Yes, indeed, I would like to do that. Having listened to Councillor Monk's response, which I'm very grateful, it would appear to me that the Council has so far failed to consider the real issues involved in the Prince's Parade project, as is addressed in a totally unbiased manner in my independent report. Councillor Monk refers to the reports from the consultants, and I can tell you that my report is consistent with the Council's consultants' report, but they are, particularly the GVA one, was known to be based upon uncertainties and omissions that are couched with major caveats. And indeed, the Council's consultant Strategic Leisure only gave a very brief consideration to the Nickolls Quarry option. Now, my report gives very good reasons as to how the Nickolls Quarry option benefits the community and is good for the long-term viability of the leisure centre itself. And this has only been addressed in a very brief paragraph as offered by Strategic Leisure. Now that brings me to the fact that there are financial issues that have not been mentioned, and clearly I cannot today seek to address all the issues I raised in my report.
Dr Burrell, can you shorten it a little?
Okay,
Be a bit brief,
so my supplementary will be rather simple in terms of financial questions, and that is, does the Council accept that it will incur substantial additional costs in developing Prince's Parade to cover the necessary ground remediation work and to provide utility supplies to the site? Both of those very costly items would be provided free of charge if Shepway accepts the land specified for the Hythe Leisure Centre in the Nickolls Quarry Section 106 agreement. And that land also comes free of charge. Is the Council really willing to forego that 4 acres land asset on Nickolls Quarry, which is valued well in excess of 3 million? And does the Council understand that there will be major financial risks?
Dr Burrell.
Which I'm nearly finished, Chairman, is that all right? Does the Council understand there are major financial risks which are likely to eat into Shepway's financial reserves and ultimately become a burden on Council taxpayers should the Prince's Parade development go ahead? Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Dr Burrell. Councillor Monk, wish to reply?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. Well, again, I would refer you to my answer, and it starts off that there are 3 key elements to our project, and a lot of what you're talking about addresses just one of those. Yes, we do know that there will be financial considerations to develop the Prince's Parade site, that nobody has ever said there wouldn't be. We will take everything into consideration, including the submission you have made. But it would be premature to make any statements on viability until we have finished our work. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Monk. Thank you, Dr Burrell. Thank you.